So someone asked about my generator starter that I laser cut. So basically it's a carriage bolt that goes into this first disc. And because it's a carriage bolt, I had to also basically engraved a recess on the other side. I could have drilled it out, but I was playing with the laser cutter. So this carriage bolt on the other side, there is a square hole cut for the carriage bolt, and the disc is engraved in a little bit this way to give a recess. Then I made another disc that centers on that one, and then so that it would center on the pulley when I went to push it in there, you know, so that when it's spinning it wouldn't jiggle all over the place. I created a ring that I put around and glued on the outside. It all centers with the exterior size. And then I put this leather disc in here to act as a clutch. And then we'll cut over to the generator side of the same thing. Now on the generator side of things, I made a wooden disc that I cut out with a hex in the center that fits pretty much exactly on the retaining bolt that goes in the middle of this. Shoved it in there, and it's actually held in place with friction and shoe goo. So it's, you know, it'll be easy to pull it back out if I ever want to get it off there for whatever reason. And then it's covered again with a leather pad to give it friction, you know, to act a little bit as a clutch. This was originally the pull mechanism, which was starting to wear out anyway, because I have had this for a few years. So then I took a hole saw and cut a hole in this and put this back on to give it a little bit more protection. I didn't like having the flywheel and the fan completely exposed in there. The pulley in there is cut very precisely, so balance was not an issue, and also because it's a piece of plywood, it's very light. I was a little concerned that it might introduce vibration in here, but it doesn't seem to do so at all, or at least nothing I can detect. So this disc in here is the same size as the inside of this. So it fits right on, and there's no side-to-side wobble. So basically, I just make sure I turn it on, I turn the fuel on, I set the choke, I take this, fit it onto that disc, kind of lean into it a little bit to make sure there's some friction,